Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I missed you guys. It's been forever. I was supposed to do this yesterday, but I didn't. So I'm doing it at work. And this video today is specifically about patience and it's about patience, and it's also about how connected we are to nature and the importance of having patience with nature and connecting to nature. Everyone wants to be able to talk to a tree. Everyone wants to be able to connect with everything around them. They want to know the quick, get fixed. All right, I can talk to trees, I can talk to animals. They want to know how to do that quickly, and they want to know exactly what it means. And it doesn't really mean anything. Like it doesn't mean anything at all. Like, you know, you have to be patient. You have to sit there. It's not going to be this quick, oh, I know how to talk to animals. I know how to talk to everything. Some people it is quick. Sometimes it's quick for people, but not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Everyone isn't ready to talk to nature. But we are all connected, I don't know how many times I would have been talking to someone. I will have been talking about something I wanted to do, something I really needed to do, and I'd see that someone else had already beat me to the punch. And I'm like, this was my idea. I didn't tell anyone about this. How would they have known to do it exactly the same way I wanted to? Because we are all connected to this divine consciousness, this divine way of being, and our light is connected, and we may have the same healing journey in different areas. We may have the same healing journey in the same area. That's the crazy part. The reason why I keep looking over there is because I found some thistle that is just randomly growing in the dirt, and I don't see any other thistle except for that one thistle sitting right there. And if you're new to my channel, you know that I'm a herbalist. I may be a shaman or becoming a shaman. I got called into a lot of different things all at the same time. I guess I could go into my story a little bit right now. I started off just a yoga instructor, and that's what really got me focusing on my body and how it relates to things around me. Then we went into started being vegan, once again paying attention to how plants interact with my body and how everything is kind of connected. Yoga got me thinking about all the stuff I never really thought about, like the fact that when we eat something it goes into our body, and that energy comes into our body and it becomes our energy. Or the idea that that we are all connected, that we are all one. What does that mean? It means that we are all of the same light. We are not the same. Doesn't mean we're the same, and that's fine. We don't have to be the same, but we do come from the same light, that same energy that makes us unique, that same energy that makes our journey unique. So from then on, I was really interested in natural things and making things myself. I got into herbalism. A lot of people consistently ask me about my herbal journey all the time. All the time. I get asked about my herbal journey probably once a day. I went to my undergrad for biology, mostly pre-med. I even had an organization called FO, which was for pre-med people and helping prepare them into that. I created that organization. It did not do well. But if I'm honest, at least I created it. So anyway, I did that. And then from there, I went into genetic analysis, which was awesome, and I loved it, but I got fired for BS reasons. Someone lied about me, and then I got fired. And then after that, I became a health inspector, but in between becoming a health inspector and being fired from the other job, I got into herbalism. I had an epiphany, and I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I want to do with my life. This is the most amazing thing. I don't know why I didn't know about this beforehand. I should have went to this in the first place. Found a school, didn't think I was going to get into it, got into it. I was so proud of myself. It was like it was meant to be, and from there on, I was a herbalist. But you know, there's just so much more to herbalism than you think. I mean, you could just become a herbalist, but if you're not called to it, it's not the same. Like, it's not, there's something up there flittering. Boss. So, I became a herbalist. I became a herbalist, and I get these things where I can look at something and know what it's for. It's more like it's whispering to me, but not really. I'll be looking for something, looking for herbs to put in something, and I always check. But I'll be looking for it, and I'll be like, this. I'll see it, and I was like, well, maybe this one. I feel like this one's one of the ones, and I look at it, and it says it's indicated for these things. And usually I'm right. Usually it's what it's indicated for, which I think is kind of amazing, you know. But I call that the calling. The fact that I can do that in the first place, and it turns out a lot of people in my family can do that. They do it for medicines because my family is mostly nurses, but they do it for a lot of things that aren't, you know, the typical. Sorry, I have a vegan cookie in my bag, and I'm worried that something's gonna eat it. They, you know, it's cool. I call it a calling. Anyway. It's important to recognize that we are all connected, that plants would not be able to talk to us unless we were connected, unless we were, you know, entwined with the divine being and able to talk to plants that way. They have their own system of speaking, which is ancient and amazing. So it's important to be patient with yourself, take the time to spend time out in nature, and you start to understand their language, their specific language. And if you don't understand their language, it's not a big deal. It's fine. You don't have to know their language right away, or even if it takes a long time and you just never know their language. Sometimes it takes us a while to figure out that sometimes our inner voice isn't actually our inner voice. It's a whole nother voice, you know. So just, you know, keep trying, be patient, and recognize that the universe has something for us to. Each person has a specific plan, and your plan may not involve herbalism. It may not involve talking to plants. It may be, you know, something completely different. And sometimes you need to just allow yourself to listen to what they have to say. And that's one of the things I had to learn myself, is to listen to what nature is telling me. Pay attention to the animals and things that come up to me, and know what they mean and what they are and how they are, so that I can understand what I need to know. Recently, I've gotten a lot of caterpillars and moths. Like, it's been caterpillars and moths up the butt, which is why I keep checking to see what that flittering is. And for me, I need to hear. So many people are coming back to my office. For me, that's how I learn where I need to go. That's why I was gone for so long, because I know that there is a shift happening, and that shift, I needed to listen and not do for a while. And I'm feeling called right now. Sorry, a butterfly. What did I tell you? Anyway, it was a pretty butterfly too. I just didn't see it. I saw it in the corner of my eye. It freaked me out for a second. We're good. Anyway, anyway, just be true to you. Take time to just listen and find out what you need to know, and everything will be fine. You'll find your calling. Transformation is coming right now. Listen to your body. All that normal stuff that everyone tells you. It's all real. It's not fake. They're not just saying the same thing over and over again. It's so important right now. Transformation is coming for a lot of us, not just me. A bunch of people are going through a huge transformation in who they are and what they want, you know, career changes, and sometimes they're going to be drastic and hard, and sometimes they're not. And that's okay. It's important to be okay with that. So thank you guys so much for listening to me babble on and on about this topic. If you need any herbal remedies, go to my site. I haven't seen anyone in a very long time. That's how I knew that there was a transformation happening. I think it's important to point out that I specialize in herbal problems that affect Black people. I do help with everything else. I do have remedies for everything else, but I specialize in heart problems, diabetes, skin problems. A lot of Black people have eczema, hormonal imbalances, female issues definitely, which is not just Black people, but it is something that I do have a lot of focus on. And I focus on cardiovascular issues, another butterfly. Cardiovascular issues. There are way too many problems that affect Black people, and I am not about that life. I want everyone to be healed, so that is why I'm here on this planet, to help Black people, which was told to me by a psychic not too long ago. Oh, actually a pretty long time, like maybe 4 years ago, that that's what I was here for, and I didn't get it. I thought she was just speaking out of her butt, but that wasn't the case. So anyway, if you guys need help, hit me up. I'm willing to create payment plans or anything like that. I want everything to be affordable to everyone. People shouldn't have issues with things just because they can't afford to have help. I'm not about that. So if you need help, just let me know. Thank you. I love you. Goodbye.